Hi everyone, this is Kevin Kyoto, and today we're going to talk about Azealia Banks at Wynwood Pride. So let's start off with where is Wynwood Pride and what is Wynwood Pride? Wynwood Pride is more of an unconventional pride. I guess normally prides, there's a parade and stuff like that. But Wynwood Pride is more of a music festival vibe. There are different stages that performers have, and this year it's more so that than ever. I think before it was kind of free. You didn't really need to buy a ticket. Now you need to buy a ticket. Anywhere from general admission $40 one day to VIP for 3 days, up to $300. The Pride itself was pretty okay. It was outside. I can make a different video about my thoughts on the venue, but it was at the RC Cola plant, and it was just kind of like a donut, an outside area in a donut shape with different stages and stuff like that. So my group of people got there, and we were just doing your Pride stuff, looking at things, going to different booths and stuff, looking at different performers, because it was going to be hours until Azealia performed. At this point in time, she was supposed to perform at 12. And so we had basically the whole day to wait for her. We were kind of prepared to do that. We ate, we danced, we mingled, we drank. We did all that up until, her showtime was about to come up. We had 2 hours to go. It was 10 p.m. And so I was like, okay, let's go to the stage and try to scope out our area. So we do that. We, listen to the few DJs from before. There's a lot of time still. 2 hours still a lot of time. And this place isn't exactly packed. So we get in our little corner, and we're starting to wait for Azealia. So we're waiting for Azealia, and there's some, funny performances. I say funny. They're just music that is not really exactly in my taste. At one point there's just a lot going on. There's just dancers and men in laser suits shooting frost in the air, and drummers and dancing and singing and a DJ all at once, which was a lot of fun. But so after all these other performances stop, a DJ comes on that I have seen before at a previous Azealia engagement. I don't remember her name. I'll put it here right now. It's something extremely close to Arca. Obviously it wasn't Arca, but it was something R A R something A. And we see them basically setting up for Azealia Banks at 12. And you could kind of tell that they're setting up for her. It's just little things here and there, like a megaphone that we never got to see, but foreshadowing. So we have this DJ. Let's just call her DJ A for right now. Poor DJ A. She had to deal with this crowd of rowdy Azealia Banks fans from Florida, and let's just say she was supposed to get on at 12. She didn't get on at 12. The time kept ticking, and we were standing in this if you're not from Florida, I don't know if you could understand this kind of swamp, hot heat that we have, and just disgusting heat with disgusting humidity. And so that's been going on. It's an hour. It's been 30 minutes. It's been an hour. Are you guys ready for Azealia Banks? that was said like multiple times, to the point where I believe someone tweeted, how many times are you ready for Azealia Banks us? Because it kind of became actually a little ridiculous and a little annoying. So unfortunately it was 3 hours till Azealia Banks got onto stage, and this poor DJ had to fill in all that time. And some of her music was good, some of it wasn't good, in my opinion. And I think that actually kind of ebbed and flowed with the crowd's attitude, because maybe if she had like played better music, like we would have felt good. But just like, she was just playing like good music, and then she was playing like meme TikTok music sometimes, and at that point we just didn't want to like be played with. You know what I mean? You know how like a DJ will put like a cute silly song? No, we didn't want that. We wanted hits, you know. At one point she was giving us like the hits, you know, like the generic Beyonce, Lady Gaga, Britney, you know, just like quote unquote gay anthems. But at some point she was just giving us just kind of like cutesy TikTok. The amount of time I heard Woman by Doja Cat that day, like almost every single DJ played that song. That happened kind of a lot, actually, is like repeating songs from different DJs. Anyways. So we're there for 3 hours in the sweltering heat. People are leaving. Actually, like, people that I've noticed were there from like the beginning, because we had gone to that stage prior to waiting for Azealia in the daytime, and like there were people there waiting for her for like 6 hours, and we noticed that they left because it was just like too much. It was just too much time. And when I tell you, like, this heat, like, even though you're just standing, and even if you had enough room around you, because some people were in the crowd, it's the kind of heat that like gets you exhausted, even just from like standing there. So finally, Violet Chachki comes on stage, and she's like, after us, honestly, we booed the DJ. Some people booed the DJ. I did not. There were just like all those times where she played kind of shitty music, or was like, are you guys ready for Azealia Banks for like the 100th time? They would boo her. I didn't boo her because that's rude. Eventually Violet Chachki came back on stage. I thought she was gone for the day, because it's just been like you know, hours, and I hadn't seen her. She was like the host for the day, or for the event, and I just thought that she was just like, you know, gone already. But she came on, and basically she was like, okay, Azealia Banks is in the building, and then from there they were just like, the DJ was like, okay guys, I want you you guys to light up the night sky with like your phones, and everybody was already over it. That was not gonna happen.
I want to hear a little chant. What type of chant y'all got for me? Come on, y'all. If y'all are coming around, I need you to make some motherfucking noise as well. Come on. No, bitch. Put your motherfucking phones up, and I want to see all those lights.
Everyone was really annoyed. Everyone was not in a good mood, and you have like a group of angry Floridian Azealia Banks fans like there together. It was not good energy already. Luckily, and maybe this, like, the thing was that this point felt like a turning point. Eventually it wasn't, but she came onto stage with an extreme outfit with her titties out, giving, you know, sultry black girl realness.
Bitch, where are you?
And it was everything. The 3 hours we had waited was forgiven. Here's the thing. I think I'll say that for later. She came out and everyone was like, okay, this is it. Fine, whatever. We forgive you. It's been 3 hours. Oh, you had difficulties. Let's just like get this party rolling. And she got the party rolling with like the look. It was like an extreme look. And then, like, she performed, like, 3 songs. And quite unfortunately, they were, like, lackluster. She performed Treasure Island, Salchichon, and Wings of a Butterfly. If you don't know Wings of a Butterfly, it's that, like, newer one where she has, like, she feigns a British accent. I like it because it's just... I have questionable taste though. It's a little trash. It's a little bad. I like it because it is bad. I think she's doing it on purpose. But she performed that song, and she performed Treasure Island. The whole time giving kind of a lackluster, I don't want to be here, kind of zoned out kind of vibe. So that got people also like kind of annoyed that she wasn't really giving it her all. She just wasn't. And then she started talking. She basically said this. I'm going to put a whole clip here of what she said.
Last a good like month and a half, I've just been being fucked with. I've been being fucked around with, you know? Set time's been moved, and like, oh, you're headlining. No, now you're not headlining. Now you're not this. I'm really not happy to be here. I'm so unhappy to be here. But what did the fans ever do? What did you guys ever do, right? I'm trying, y'all, but it's difficult. I really don't want to.
Yeah, she basically said that, you know, she didn't want to be there. And the people that were messing with her, the producers. So then that happened. She started talking. They cut off her mic and she got very angry and threw the mic. Because, I mean, when you cut off the mic, what are you going to do? You know, keep talking into it? Here's the thing, though. And then she got escorted off of the stage after that. Here's the thing, though. In, like, the group, in the crowd, you couldn't really hear everything that she was saying. And you couldn't really tell where she was coming from. So, honestly, all of this negativity from both, like, the people turning her mic off and just her herself felt like it was, like, directed at us, you know? It felt like that was, like, towards... It didn't... Like, the energy in the crowd was like, oh, she doesn't want to be here, then why is she even here? Even though after that she said the only reason why she's here is because of the fans. But, like, she was still giving such a lackluster performance. And then she doesn't, you know, saying she doesn't want to be here. Everyone in the crowd was just over it at that point and over her. And when they took her off stage, I wouldn't say all hell broke loose, but some, like, things happened where one of the drag queen performers seemed very angry. I'll put that clip in here. And then also someone pretty much went into the VIP area and then, like, I would say sprayed water at her like that. They had an open water bottle and they sprayed it, like, in an arc, and it got on her, which you could kind of see her, like, turn and, like, look at the crowd, but they continued to escort her off the stage. And then after that, basically, the people at Wynwood Pride were like, well, that was the end of Wynwood Pride. We can't wait to see you in, like, 9 hours for day 2. And then after that, like after all that was done, it was like 4:30. And then by the time we figured out what we wanted to do, it was like 5 a.m. So by the time I got home, it was like 6:30. I had bought tickets to the next day, and that was just not gonna happen. So actually, like, waiting for Azealia Banks this long caused me to not see Cupcake and Marina the next day. So that was a little bit of annoying because I did pay for a 2-day ticket, but the Azealia Banks, like, fiasco lasted so long that I just couldn't handle going another day. I was, like, burnt, exhausted. And I bet a lot of people felt that way, that they were just, like, overheated, overexhausted, and now they're going home at 4 a.m. With, like, no performance to speak of, just all this drama. So her response, and I have, like, a lot of her full response, like, recorded, but basically, like, there were a few like, denotions. Basically, she just, like, called Wynwood ghetto, and she said the reason why she was very angry was because she was supposed to headline around, like, earlier in the day, and then they changed the scheduling, and it just didn't line up. If you also listen to the story, she didn't like the fact that it was outside.
Because listen, when I booked this event, like, this shit was supposed to be an indoor venue. Like, it was supposed to be an indoor venue. Like, what happened to the RC Cola plant? What happened to it? Like, why was the whole thing outside in the rain? Like, in the humidity with the ice machine on? Like, oh my gosh. Guys, we are adults. Please turn the fucking ice machine off and leave it off. Don't bring that shit out again. Don't bring that shit out. No. Don't bring that shit out. It's over for that. That's played. That is so played. Don't gas the girls out. Especially when it's been raining all week. Like, you gotta use your common sense. It's like gonna be in a block of fucking, like a block of just fucking.
And she feels like the equipment was bad equipment, and then also she felt pretty unsafe.
You're kidding. This is tacky. I want to go home. I want to fucking go home. Like, girls. No. No. You got to get better risers. These are not rubberized enough. Girls. No. Catwalk. Corny. No. Don't give me catwalk. Sneeze. Give me space. Give me room.
So pretty much she also just called like Wynwood tacky and just like the gay youth tacky.
I'm sorry. Miami Pride needs to give a nice crisp cool week right after the new year, you know, so the girls could really get into their ups and ups seductive pups, you know. Like, no, we cannot be giving hot sweaty summer swap meet segregation cunts like leftover trends cons. Like, okay, listen, you know, a lot of these trends that y'all be down here rinsing, like no, y'all can't be like picking up what the white gays put down, you know what I'm saying, and then trying to spin it and run it. Like, no, stop saying boots the house down. That's not, no.
At this like Wynwood event, like she just called everyone ghetto and tacky, and the whole event ghetto and tacky, and I'm just like, okay.
Stop being cheap. Stop renting the old speakers. Like, don't rent the old speakers. Don't rent them old ass Shure mics. Like, oh my god, like, no.
I mean, I suppose you could say those things, and maybe those things might be true, but at the same time, like, especially about like the equipment and stuff, like, you know, Cupcake and Marina, like, they are like gonna perform there, and all three of them have performed at much better places and much better arenas. I will say Wynwood stage is a step down. If I had it my way, I would see them in a better place, in a better venue. But I don't know. Especially Wynwood kind of doesn't do that thing. Now, there's another like kind of side to this that I think is a little bit funny. Is that well, not funny, but like it's just like the B-side to this whole like drama is that like apparently she's extremely allergic to dry ice, and she had been exposed to it that night sometime during this event, close to when she has to perform. She says that she was exposed to it. I wasn't exactly sure what that means. I suppose like those like fog machines that they shoot out like a mist at you. I suppose that is dry ice driven, but like I'm not sure how she got exposed to it. But she says that in her writer, she posted a tweet. I'll put it here.
Wynwood Pride was way too ghetto. I had to bounce. Every tech writer in Azealia Banks' history of live performance specifically states, no dry ice as I am extremely allergic to it. Photos will show massive clouds of dry ice which began to make me lightheaded to a point I could faint.
Possibly one of the reasons why she was acting funny is all this dry ice. I don't know how true that is. I don't know if that's like an excuse, but it is what it is. And then like one other like tiny little thing, there's like a phone on stage, like in the catwalk on stage. There was just a phone there, and she picked it up and she threw it. I think my main issue was that if I hadn't waited 3 hours, it wouldn't be such a big deal. And I knew I would feel this way like later, like in the week, that like I would care less and less about like those 3 hours that I waited. But like, I think it was just like unprofessional on her part and unprofessional on like Wynwood's part. Like, yeah, she's already on stage. Let her talk shit. Honestly, it's going to get you more press if you just let her talk shit. And like the gays will be like less angry. But ultimately they did it. Nothing really happened. Like there were no consequences for anyone. You couldn't get a refund because like these tickets were like non-refundable. If you were wondering. I did try. Alright, so I think that's it. I think that is our Azealia Banks saga. I think she's just kind of left where she's at right now. I think she hurt some fans, and I think some fans won't be attending her next event. And I think some will. I personally, I will. Because it's always a show. You don't know what kind of show you're going to get, but it's always a show. Alright guys, thank you. Please share, rate, comment, and subscribe. So how do you feel about Azealia Banks? Like, do you hate her still? Let me know in the comments how you feel, please. Goodbye. Goodbye.